Shalom, shalom. I want to give all honor and glory and praise to the creator of heaven and earth, the one that has no beginning and no end, and his beloved and begotten son, called Halayalam Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, meaning bless you in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and shalom to the elder men and brethren that's putting out lessons and going out on the streets to bring back in the sheep in these last days. And shalom to the men and few women and children that's listening in silence as the scripture says to do. And may the blessing of election be upon your households. These devils are actually, how should I say it? They listen, these devils have an agenda, okay? All right. They sleep upon their beds thinking about wickedness. Okay. Psalms 83 says they have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden ones. Okay. And who you think that is? That's you. That's the elect. Those are the ones that's calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Everybody's not doing that. Okay. You got different people still calling on Jesus Christ and calling on these other names. But you have a chosen and certain few to where let's say if Yahweh Shai is in the ocean and it's how should I say this? It's a crowd of different people in the ocean and he starts swimming towards you, but all of a sudden you're really not the one. Okay, you wasn't calling on the right name. Okay, and that's why the scripture says, Lord, have I prophesied in your name? And he say, get away from me, I never knew you. Okay, that has something to do with the name. Okay, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay, like that's what. Listen, we need to understand. If I'm walking down the street and somebody say, hey, or yo, or excuse me, I'm not about to turn around. But if they call my name, then I'm going to turn around. Okay. And that's the same thing that have something to do with the Lord. You can't just call the Lord any name and think that he's going to answer you. Okay. If your name have significance to it, what makes you think that the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai name don't have more special significance than your name when you was created through them? Okay. So you niggas that be calling and talking about this and that and that and this, no, just know that you are in trouble. And I'm gonna say it like that. Okay? But look what these devils say. Kill Gates issues final warning before 4th of July. Societal collapse. Okay? And this devil right here, he has a lot of bank, a lot of money, and he has a lot of power over what's being done on earth. Okay, you have farmers that can't even bring back their crops at this point, so he's been buying up a whole bunch of farmland, which I'm sure he's been doing that with the other upper echelon devils as well. Okay, he the one that's talking about you should eat less beef and eat 3D printed meat, and you should eat bugs and all sorts of things. Okay, you got that other devil, I actually forgot his name, but he said drinking water should be a privilege. Okay, so you got these AI data centers which has to be generated off of using water. Okay, and not to mention that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is drying up the water too. Okay, these devils are being used on the left hand side for you dummies out here. Okay, you people are out here so infatuated with rap, sports. You look at your goddamn phone all day, and when you look at your phone, you're not looking at nothing that's prosperous for you or something that can actually help you in life. You're just watching a whole bunch of shit, and you're not paying attention to what's happening, okay? And that's why I understand why there is a 2/3 and why there is the wicked, okay? Esau, Edom, and you demonic devils and you demons, which is Jake and Eve, y'all like to hold hands with these motherfuckers. Okay? When the men of the Lord comes and try to preach and teach and bring back this truth to you, you turn a stiff neck towards the truth. Okay? But the hopeful elect, we see exactly what's coming. Okay? So pay less attention to bullshit and pay attention to things that actually have something to do with your salvation. All right? You know, these scriptures are faithful and true. And in these words, it gives you the guide of what you should and should not be doing. It tells you what's going to happen. Okay? But y'all like to say, y'all want to save Babylon. Okay? Y'all want to save America because y'all like these little tricks and treats and shit that they give you. You know? Some of y'all be acting and talking like y'all in the truth, but you're not in the truth. Okay? Some of y'all on the underground, low ball, was celebrating Father's Day, and some of y'all about to celebrate the 4th of July too. You probably got a couple of old fireworks from back in the day that you about to pop. You probably about to have an American flag on your shirt, on your dress, on your hat. And when somebody texts you and they say happy 4th, you gonna text them back and say happy 4th. I listen. The evil spirit is real, and when it jumps on you, it jumps on you. You can't deny it because you haven't been asking for spiritual strength. Okay? You are spiritually drunk and you are in spiritual darkness. Okay? So you don't have to fool me, and you can fool the people out here in the world, but you cannot fool the Lord. Okay? But I'm going to read it again. This devil, Kill Gates, issues final warning before the 4th of July, okay? Societal collapse. And when this devil talk, most of the time you need to listen, because when he be talking, he be already giving you a warning of what's about to happen before it happens. You know, these devils got to warn you before they do things, okay? That's a part of the plan. They can't do nothing without warning you. It's just you niggas don't listen. Okay? But the scriptures tell us that all of these things must happen. Okay? From the beginning to the end. It's just if you want to listen or not. Okay? That's all it is. Okay? Most of y'all still want America to flourish and stay on top. Y'all do not. I'm going to repeat it again. Y'all do not want Babylon to fall. Most of y'all be, America, they doing this and they doing that and blah, blah, blah. Nah, you still can go to the store and get your chips and your treats and your this and your that. You're not thinking about heavenly things. You're not thinking about the kingdom. You're not thinking about putting the nations up under your subjection and building up the kingdom and righteousness. You still thinking about Lay's potato chips. You still thinking about Doritos and Big Macs and French fries and all of that poison. Okay, these devils have been poisoning the air, the water, the food. They've been contaminating anything these motherfuckers put their hands on, they destroy. They've been raping, and pillaging your people since the beginning. And y'all still don't understand that. Okay? So, hold on. Before I play this video, I'm jumping straight into it. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, and that the trouble is coming. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, as Jacob's trouble. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, but we getting closer to the end because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving us signs that it's getting closer to the end. Okay. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay. And we are entering in a time of famine. Okay. These devils is orchestrating the famine. Okay. They got these data centers right now to where they are selling water on the market now. Okay. And I keep saying this, play with the person's food, play with their water, and play with their power, their energy, and watch what happens. And that's the famine. And the pestilence is the diseases too. Okay, you got a lot of new different diseases that you can't cure right now. And you see what happened in the earthquakes, what just happened in Venezuela, I think today the Philippines got rocked. I'm out here in California and felt a couple of earthquakes yesterday and today. Okay? So the earth is mourning and is crying out. Okay? And it's getting serious out here. Okay? When a fat earthquake come and rock this place, a lot of people gonna get swallowed up. Okay? It happened back then and it's gonna happen now. Okay? Verse 8. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. And we in the beginning of sorrows now. Okay, but sorrows is going to start increasing. These devils is putting their foot on the gas right now because they know they have a short time. Okay? They have a small window to where they have to put their left-handed plan together before Yahweh Shem Yahushai actually comes back and take back the earth. Okay? These devils have been doing, and guess what? 4th of July represents the 250th year that America has been in power, okay? And no kingdom has lasted longer than 250 years. So we at the end of this thing, and we at the end of sorrow. You see people on the internet crashing out, people losing jobs. They can't pay their rent. They can't buy groceries. It's a whole bunch. Everywhere you look, it's people crashing out, okay? People bugged out, drugged out, all right? So we at the end of this thing, okay? So Yahweh Shai is actually giving us warning of the hopeful elect. And that's why you need to keep your pineal gland clean, fast, pray, read your scriptures and pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. And that's what's going to happen. And shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Okay, that lets you know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai name is important. The names is important. Okay, they gonna come down with great wrath when they see that the hopeful elect is actually doing what we supposed to do and being obedient to the Lord. You calling on the real names. Okay. So just know that they gonna come through this thing with great wrath. Okay, they gonna come see us about something. Some of us might get away, but some of us might get sent back up to the spirit world. Just know, if you're gonna die for righteousness' sake, die for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You'll be joint heirs again with Yahushai when he come back. Okay, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And that's going on now. Everywhere you go, you got people being offended by this truth. Okay, they hating you. And then you got other people that ain't even the truth, and they still hate one another too. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's your church houses. That's the new Israelite groups that you seeing just coming out of nowhere. They not calling on the name. They talking about the Lay's potato chips ain't the chip. Okay, nigga, it's June, nigga. All right? It's plain and simple that you can see that the mark is actually the chip. Like, if you got to be fucking stupid right now if you don't see that right now. Okay? And the Most High must have blinded your ass. You cannot know that the mark of the beast is not the fucking chip right now. Are you serious? It's plain as day. Okay? China even beat Babylon to put the mark in people's foreheads, okay? They beat Elon Musk out. They pissed off about that. Okay? Verse 12. And because iniquity, sin upon sin, shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we see that all day, every day. Turn on the internet. People don't give a shit about each other. You got family going against family. You got different races going against other races and all of that. But 13, here's 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we need to call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and be obedient to the Lord so we can endure and be saved. Okay? This truth is life and death. That's it. Okay? There's no straddling the fence. Okay? The scriptures tell you cannot be lukewarm. You either have to be on Yahweh Shem Yahushai's side, or you go out, take your ass out into the world and get hit with thermonuclear fire. Okay? There is no playing no games right now at this time. These devils are putting their foot on the gas and they're ready to go. Okay? So get your mind right. Get your house in order. Okay? Get your spirit right. Step your game up. Okay? This truth is all we got. Okay? You don't want to do nothing else? Get right for the truth. Shit, believe in something. Keep your faith. Faith is a gift. Okay? It came from on high, from the heavens. And if it was given to you, then you need to take that serious. All right? Matter of fact, I'm going to go on to 2nd Ezra. Let's go on to 2nd Ezra. And I'm going to go to 15. See, and 2nd Ezra he's a bad man too. I always say that every time. And guess what? I'll be watching videos and I'll see brothers bringing out 2nd Ezra more and more and more. It got to keep coming out. Sometimes the truth sound like a broken record. Okay? And if you don't like to hear a broken record, then you need to get up out of here. Okay? Because some of these same scriptures is going to keep coming out. Because it's a must. They have to come out. Okay? Because we living in these times right now to where these scriptures must come out. All right? And I'm going to start off at 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And I'm going to start off at 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. That's the Most High. And smite Egypt with plagues with an S. That's more than one. As before. And that's not talking about, and it says as before, it's letting you know that it's not talking about the ancient Egypt. It's talking about America now, because America takes after Sodom and Egypt customs. Okay, look on the back of your dollar bill right now. Look how they set up Washington, D.C. Okay, so it says as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, and it will be destroyed. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Okay? And that goes into a lot of things too. Like, this place is about to be punished. All right? And it's only a matter of time. And the ultimate goal, when these prophecies start to pop off, is they want you to put that Lay's potato chip either in your forehead or in your right hand. Okay? Listen, once that happens, a little bit after that, it's going to be over with. Okay? It's going to be over with. It's not going to take long after that. Okay? Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. And when you see the seeds that till the ground, look, you got these farmers that's selling off their farmland. You got Bill Gates buying up all the farmland. Okay, you got these farmers pleading to the orange man, saying that they can't get their crops right. Okay, and that's a part of the prophecies too. Okay, that's a part of famine. Okay. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a master chess player, using these devils on the left-hand side to make these people in America submit to their needs. He's fattening up for the fatten. He's fattening up for the kill. Okay? Verse 14. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So guess what? It's gonna get active out here once people can't get their food and they can't get that water, or the lights go out. It's gonna get real nasty out here. And I wasn't gonna read down, but I'm gonna read down some more. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and they doing that now. They ain't even listening to government no more. People is taking matters in their own hands, and the course of their actions shall stand in their powers. Look at this, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. Martial law, famine, pestilence, and violence, race wars. Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and they're being troubled now. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And everybody, most people going to be afraid except for the hopeful elect, because we understand what's going on, because we deep search and dive into these scriptures. We praying for this shit to happen so we can get the hell up out of here. Okay? Bring this kingdom down. Bring this red man down. Okay? We need to we need to get the fuck up out of here ASAP. Okay? And put these heathens and these nations into subjection so they can build up our kingdom for righteousness' sake. Okay? Verse 19. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. That's your modern day gun. And spoil their goods. That's what you got in your house because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And we getting close to tribulation right now. Okay, we at the beginning of the stages of tribulation, but it's happening. You see it all day. Look at what's going on in the East. You even got the Orange Man and Netanyahu arguing with each other. Look at what Russia, Putin, and damn, I forgot the other dude. But and then you even got North Korea creating underground missiles, underground nukes. Okay, China is ready. You got all of these nations going against nations. Okay, and matter of fact, Zelensky, Putin and Zelensky. Okay, they damn near like Iran and Netanyahu. They hate each other. Okay. But you have to pay attention to that. The spirit has to be on you for you to even pay attention to any of this shit that's going on right now. You still want to go in the store and buy Doritos and make nachos and talk about who got drafted and the NFL and all of this weird shit. You motherfuckers still playing video games and doing everything unnecessary under the sun. A lot of you motherfuckers don't even pray over your food. You don't even pray. Y'all don't do nothing. Okay? So that's why 2/3 of our people must get destroyed. And the wicked, the red man, gonna get destroyed right along with y'all. Okay? So join hand in hand with him if you want to. Just know your ass gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay? And I'm not gonna be nice about it. Okay? Call Halayalam Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Man, anybody that's not coming up under the banner of repentance and truth and righteousness and sincerity and coming up under the banner of the Lord, your ass gonna die. I'm not gonna be nice about this, okay? And I'm gonna go straight over to 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. And I'm gonna start off at 17, and then I'm gonna jump down a little bit. I'm gonna read down, then I'm gonna jump down a little bit. And I'm gonna go. Okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? How about Shem Yahushai gonna deliver us in those days? Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. Remember, Matthew was just saying that. And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Repent, nigga. So you see that it says beginning of sorrows, mournings, and great death. Okay? So all of that's about to happen. And it even says the beginning of evils. We are in the beginning of evils, famine, great death, and all of these things. Pestilence and all of that is saying the same thing that it was saying in Matthew chapter 24. Okay? All right? In verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yahushua is saying the same thing that Esdras is saying. Okay, that's why I said Esdras is a bad man. Okay, so if you're not really repented up, you through. Verse 19. Behold, look at this: famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You see that? So people ain't even paying attention to what the hell is going on right now. Okay? Everybody's in la la land. The only people that's paying attention is the hopeful elect, the ones that it gets the faith from on high, that's actually wants to learn, wants to listen, that's chasing wisdom. Okay? That's listening to these words. Okay? Verse 21. But victuals, that means food, snacks, shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, but you're not. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Look, sword, modern day gun, famine, no food, and great confusion. And y'all niggas is confused right now. Half of the world is confused. They don't know what the hell going on. They don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They believe in the news. Okay? Every time I talk to somebody, it seems like they regurgitating something that they done heard from some goddamn Caucasians, some rednecks, or some shit that they done heard on TikTok. Some old whacked out crazy motherfuckers. Okay? You gotta dive into these words. You gotta pray for understanding. Okay? And if Yahweh Shai ain't dealing with you through the spirit of Yahweh, you through. Okay? You out of there. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. You're going to starve. And the other that escape, if you don't escape from famine, okay, escape the hunger, shall the sword destroy. Okay? So if you escape hunger and famine, you still going to die. Okay? Because you didn't come up under the banner of the Lord. All right? It's only one way out of here. Okay? And that's through Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. There is no way you can go hide, you can run, you can get in your bunkers, you can even dig a goddamn hole in the sewer. Okay? And a lot of y'all so wicked that your prayers ain't gonna be heard. A lot of y'all are brought to the earth for the end just to be destroyed. Okay? And they're making these data centers, like I said, they know how to get you Babylonians. Fatten you up and then take the food, take the water away from you and turn off your power. Okay? A lot of y'all, if y'all don't have y'all phone for 24 hours or 2 days, 3 days, a lot of y'all lose y'all goddamn mind. Okay? Because you're not rooted in the scriptures. Shit, if they take my phone away from me, I'm going to open up my Bible. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. I don't give a shit about this phone. This phone is only good right now to bring out this truth. Okay? To activate these words. To bring the end. All right? You know, you might look at a little something here and there, might get a good laugh or a good giggle or whatever, or you might even see a video that you might could put some scriptures to. Okay? That's what your mind's supposed to be on. You know, if you just sitting there laughing and giggling and playing all goddamn day and you really not paying attention to what the hell is going on, then it's most likely that you are 2/3. You should not never let your phone grasp your mind to where you start evading away from the truth. Okay? And I'm not saying that you can't look at movies or, laugh or giggle or whatever, but I'm saying it shouldn't never take you away from what's more important. Okay? You niggas is sick. Okay? Esau got y'all spiritually and physically sick. And I'm sick of you niggas. Okay? And I'm glad that they making these data centers. I'm glad that they about to have a shortage on food and a shortage on water. I hope they turn the goddamn power off to get you niggas in check. I'm glad that they made thermonuclear missiles to burn you niggas up. Dumbass motherfuckers. Excuse my French. Excuse my Swahili. Sometimes, shit. Y'all, hey, check it out. But listen to this. The devil gonna tell you. He gotta warn you before it happened. Listen to Kill Gates. Devil.
Water reserve will be one of the greatest wealth explosions of the United States. Water reserve will be one of the greatest wealth explosions of this century. Fresh water is the new oil. This is going parabolic.
Here's exactly what Bill Gates is talking about. It's already on Coinbase and it's called USWR, the United States Water Reserve. Almost nobody understands the severity of it, but stay with me. Bill Gates, the same guy that has predicted every global crisis and has profited billions off it, has been buying almost all of America's water supply. AI is surging behind the scenes and is generating enormous heat, demanding constant cooling which consumes billions of gallons of water, really draining our national supply and making water increasingly scarce and precious. The United Nations has confirmed this. With this in mind, water is becoming extremely valuable as there is less less and less of it. There's this video going viral of this billionaire Dan Pena, and he's saying that water is the next gold. That super elite families such as the Rockefellers have been buying water rights for 100+ years. This CNN article just leaked. Gates has been surging the United Nations to secure a blockchain solution for the pending water famine that is set to hit. What asset do you think he's talking about? That's right, USWR. Blockchain confirms that BlackRock linked wallets have been already accumulating USWR within 72 hours of that Bill Gates interview. No announcements. They've been loading up for weeks while the public has no idea. Largest asset manager in the world does not make random moves just like this without knowing what's signed and sealed. This is where I threw some of my capital in. I just pulled up the website uswr.ai and it's right there. Trump is set to sign the framework on July 4th. It was rescheduled from June 19th following the Iran peace deal to give the announcement a full moment. When Trump signs this framework on July 4th, billions of dollars are projected to flow into this single asset. Current levels, we're looking at a 200x from here. $1,000 would become 200,000, and 5,000 would become a million. Gates warned the UN, he warned the G7, and now he's warning you. Like I said before, it's available on Coinbase. Before you make a decision, make sure you have the right information correct. Contract address ends with USWR. Position yourself correctly. And if you don't use Coinbase Wallet, it's also available on Phantom. But as always, it's not financial advice, and always do your own research before buying meme coins.
See that? They're already showing who they are. And if you're not diligently searching in these scriptures, then it's most likely that you don't even want America to fall. Okay? But the hopeful elect want them to fall. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? We already know who he is. Okay? We got another redneck telling on another redneck. Okay? So keep your face in these scriptures. Okay? Stay prayed up, stay meek, and stay humble. Okay? Pay attention to the things that you should be paying attention to. All right? It's not a game out here. Okay? These words is popping off the page like popcorn. This is life and death. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is ready to get busy. And people keep talking about this not going to happen in this lifetime. Shit, yes it is. Yo ass tripping. I hear a motherfucker say that. That mean that you want this place to go on for 100 more years. We sending up curses on America, a.k.a. Babylon. We want this motherfucker to fall tomorrow. Okay? And that's why it's necessary for you to stay repentant. Okay? So we can get the hell out of here. Brothers, stay going hard. I see brothers going hard on everything. Okay? We got earthquakes in diverse places. Wars, rumors of wars, kingdom against kingdom, families and pestilence. Keep praying for it to increase. Okay? And you few sisters do the same. Y'all few sisters keep your best foot forward. All right? And that's all I got. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. A double healthy shalom. Abad Babal and Kwam Rashiala. Shalom.